Okay, sounds good. So, what is the multi-threading in Java? Uh, okay, multi-threading is basically running multiple threads simultaneously. It helps in utilizing CPU effectively by performing multiple tasks in parallel. In Java, we achieve this using thread classes or implementing the runnable interface. Okay. So, what is the difference between runnable and thread? A thread is a class, and runnable is an interface. So, if we extend thread, you can't extend any else because Java does not support multiple inheritance. But if you implement runnable, you get more flexibility since your class can extend another class as well. So, what is different ways to create a thread in Java? There are two ways through which we can create a thread. One is to extend a thread class and override a run method. Second, implement the runnable interface and pass it through thread object. So these days, though people mostly use executor service for better thread management. Okay. What is the difference between start and run method in thread? Oh, this is a common mistake. If you call run directly, it is just runs like a normal method inside the same thread. But if you call a start, it actually creates a new thread and run method inside that new thread. So yeah, always use a start. Okay. What is a daemon thread? Daemon thread are like background workers. They don't prevent the JVM from shutting down. Classical example is a garbage collector. You can make a thread daemon by calling a set daemon and pass the parameter as a true. But remember, once all non-daemon threads are finished, the JVM does not wait for a daemon thread. It just exists. All right. How do you make a thread sleep? Easy. So just we can use a thread dot sleep, and then we can pass like milliseconds as a parameter, but we'll need to be very careful. It throws like a interrupted exception, so we need to handle that. And remember, sleep function does not release logs, so it just pauses the thread for a while. Okay. What is a thread synchronization? Synchronization is all about controlling access to shared resources by if multiple threads modifies the same variable or objects, things can go wrong. So we can use a synchronized block or a method to make sure only one thread can access the resource at a time. If we mess this up, then we'll need to end up the race conditions and a deadlock and a lot of debugging nightmares kinds of. What is the difference between a synchronized method and a synchronized block? Synchronized method locks the entire method, meaning no other thread can either enter in it until the first one finishes. But synchronized block lets you to synchronize only a specific part of method, which is better for performance, since it locks um, only what uh, necessary. Okay, what is the difference between wait, notify, and notify all? These are used for inter-thread communication inside a synchronized block. So wait function makes the thread release the lock and go into waiting mode until someone calls notify wakes up one waiting thread, and notify all wakes up all waiting threads, and they complete to get the lock. They must be called inside a synchronized block, or else Java will throw illegal monitor state exception. Okay. And what is a volatile keyword in Java? Volatile is used to make sure variable value is always read directly from the main memory instead of being cached by a thread. It is useful when multiple threads are reading or writing the same variable. But it does not guarantee atomicity. For the atomicity, we should use atomic classes like atomic integer, atomic boolean kinds of. These like volatile keywords solve the visibility problem. So I think it should only used in case if there are a certain boolean, the flags kind where like true or false. So for things like increment, we still need a synchronization because of no atomicity. But in case if it is just like if you are flipping the flag from true to false, false to true, so the another thread can immediately knows like there is any update in a boolean. So basically we should use a volatile keyword. Okay, what is a thread pool and why use it? Okay, managing a lot of threads manually is a kinds of messy. So like Java provide executor service which create a thread pool for of a worker threads that can be reused, and this improves the performance and prevent excessive thread creation, which can slow down the system. So simply we can submit the task the in the executor service the thread already running. So that's like for better performance. All right, what is the difference between callable and runnable? Uh, so the key difference is that callable can return a result and throw checked exception, while runnable cannot. So you submit a callable to an executor service and get a future object which we can use to retrieve the result later. So that is the one, and both are a part of the functional interface. And yeah, runnable interface has like it's a run function but does not return any value, where callable again like there is a call function and it returns the value of a generic type. Sounds good. So, what is the re-entrant lock and how is it different from the synchronized? Re-entrant lock is more flexible alternative to synchronized. It lets you try acquiring a lock and with a try lock allows interruptible locks and even lets you lock the fairness policies, but you have to manually unlock it using a unlock, unlike a synchronized. So basically in the finally block we'll need to unlock in case if we are locking any part of uh, code which releases the lock, but synchronized it automatically handle this situation, the locking unlocking. Reentrant lock is like a way through which we need to manually unlock it. Okay, so one last question, what is the fork join pool framework, do you know? Yeah, it is a framework for parallel task execution, mainly for a recursive algorithm. It uses the work stealing algorithm, meaning idle threads can steal task from busy ones. Great for task like a parallel sorting or a recursive computation. Yeah. Okay, sounds good. Thanks for your time.